The Offspring. This has been a band I've been huge fan of. The group is an American rock band from Huntington Beach, California, formed in 1984. But before we continue on, I thought text your response for comment section down below. Do you guys think this band, Offspring, should be inducted into next year's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? In my mind, they definitely should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Leave your thoughts, comments in the comment section down below on this video. This group, way before they were known as Offspring, they were known under the name Max Subsidal. The band consists of lyrical vocalist Dexter Hall, Noodles, Greg K, and Pete Parada, which has been around 1984 to today. They really have set the punk rock scene since day one, and they really haven't changed their music style. Offspring is also credited alongside California punk bands Bad Religion, FX, Green Day, Rancid, and Pennywise for revived mainstream interest in punk rock in the 1990s. It sold over 36 million records worldwide, being considered one of the best-selling punk rock bands of all time. They released 9 studio albums so far. The first 3 albums were the independent label Nemesis and Epitaph. Following the band's third studio album, Smash, in 1994, was one became their best commercial success. It sold 11 million copies before it was setting the record for most albums sold on an independent label. Smash was also the first album released on Epitaph, achieving gold and platinum status. Critical praise given to the Smash gained attention from labels including Columbia Records, of whom Offspring was signed in 1996. They continue to achieve success with their 4 full albums are Executive Alhambra and Barricana, Conspiracy 1 and Splinter, reaching platinum, multi-platinum, platinum, gold status respectively. Splinter was released 5 years later by Rise of Fall Rage Grace to say in 4 years of days go by. 2012. Offspring is currently writing a new tour for next tour, which is set to release in either 2015 or 2016. But according to that, they have also released a new single. Which hasn't been released. They released a new single called Coming For You on January 30th of this year. Coming For You was posted on Offspring's YouTube account. It was clear Coming For You will be the one-off single appear on the band's upcoming 10th studio tweet from Dexter Hall. Placenta is unfinished state. Offspring on tour support for the Coming For You single performed at the 1998 Albun entirely for Amnesia Rock Fest in June 19th in Montreal, Canada. Prior to this, I have Ollie Wigley, the drum cover from Offspring's Conspiracy 1. And Offspring ever since 1998, the Ignition was 1992, Splinter 2003, but ever since 1998, Americana was not my one there. It was their 5th studio album in 1998. Smash was their 3rd studio album back in 1994. They've also released a greatest hits album, because most bands, they will release like greatest hits albums, some of the big hits. Rise of Fall, Rage, and Grace. this was, in my mind, was one of the best albums. This was an album that I got hooked on so hard. This was basically when it was released back in the year 2000. One of the best Offspring albums. And their recent album was Days Go By. In my mind, most people would say it was probably one of the most best or decent albums that Offspring has ever done, because if you look at Offspring's previous work up until their Days Go By, most people will say it's a lot different Offspring album that they have done.